Gu Xiaoyun worked as a secretary in a large corporation. She had been married for 3 years and lived only with her 3-year-old son. Her marriage to Li Xiaohan was cold and formal. They had no real affection between them. She had gotten pregnant accidentally years ago. Afraid of raising the child alone, she had taken the initiative to ask Li Xiaohan to marry her. The two lived together as a plain married couple, sleeping separately with no intimacy. Recently, strange gossip spread around the company. Her young son looked exactly like the company's CEO, President Mo. All her colleagues started shipping her with the older CEO, joking that the two were in a secret romance with an age gap. No matter how hard she tried to explain, no one believed her. When she tried to escape the awkward scene, she suddenly saw her husband Li Xiaohan standing right behind her. He had heard every word of the gossip. Gu Xiaoyun panicked instantly. Her marriage was already weak and only held together by their child. If Li Xiaohan misunderstood that the boy was not his, he would definitely divorce her. She quickly tried to block Li Xiaohan and stop him from meeting President Mo. But the more she blocked him, the more suspicious it looked. Li Xiaohan directly grabbed her by the arm and walked straight toward the CEO's office. The office door opened. The moment Li Xiaohan and President Mo saw each other, both men froze in shock. Li Xiaohan turned to look at Gu Xiaoyun, his eyes turning red. He said coldly that no paternity test was needed. Terrified, Gu Xiaoyun secretly thought about getting a quiet divorce to avoid hurting their mothers. Were best friends. However, Li Xiaohan refused to divorce and only told her to talk about it at home. Inside the office during the business meeting, Li Xiaohan deliberately held her hand in front of everyone. He was clearly jealous and even said in a sharp tone that President Mo, the older, easily attracted women. Gu Xiaoyun tried to pull her hand away but accidentally fell into his arms. The whole room fell awkwardly silent. Li Xiaohan teased that she was throwing herself at him. Out of anger and embarrassment, Gu Xiaoyun bit his chest lightly. After returning home, Gu Xiaoyun prepared herself for a harsh argument. To her complete surprise, Li Xiaohan only said one sentence: "The boy stays with me." "And you stay with me?" She was confused. She tried to explain that the resemblance might just be a random family coincidence. Li Xiaohan immediately called his mother on speakerphone. The call confirmed that his family had no other relatives for generations. There was no way the similarity was blood-related. Gu Xiaoyun felt completely hopeless and ready for divorce. Unexpectedly, Li Xiaohan said he would ignore the child's strange resemblance. His only request was that she give birth to a second child with him. She was utterly stunned. Any normal man would be furious over such a situation, yet he only wanted another baby. That made the atmosphere turned intimate. Li Xiaohan leaned close to her, and the mood became romantic. Just as things were heating up, their son suddenly came home and interrupted them. Li Xiaohan looked annoyed and complained that the boy had terrible timing. Afterward, he completely changed his cold attitude. He personally helped their son with homework, gave him a bath, and read bedtime stories. He acted like a perfect, gentle father, which felt strangely suspicious to Gu Xiaoyun. He even spoke seriously to the little boy, telling him gently but firmly, "Mom is Dad's wife. I lent her to you for 3 years, but now it is time to give her back to Dad." The boy cried and refused to separate from his mother. In the end, he agreed on one condition: his mom could stay and put him to sleep first before going back to the master bedroom. The warm father and son scene confused Gu Xiaoyun deeply. She could not understand her husband's strange behavior at all. That night, Gu Xiaoyun offered to take a paternity test to clear everything up. Li Xiaohan avoided the topic and acted tired from taking care of the child. He leaned against her and became affectionate again. Just as they were about to get closer, her best friend Peng Min called, saying he had gotten into a fight and was detained by the police. He needed her to come bail him out immediately. Gu Xiaoyun had no choice but to go out. Li Xiaohan became extremely jealous and angry. He blocked her WeChat in a cold rage. The next day she had no choice but to drive the family's luxury Maybach to work. Her colleagues immediately gossiped that she was kept by a rich man. President Mo also questioned her suspiciously about her relationship with Li Xiaohan. Before she could explain herself, Li Xiaohan suddenly appeared in the office. He publicly announced that she was his legal wife and took her into a private meeting room. He complained that their romantic moment had been ruined the night before and that he was in a terrible mood. He told her firmly that he would only trust her completely if she blocked her best friend Pang Min forever. To save her marriage, Gu Xiaoyun had no choice but to block her friend. Pang Min became furious and warned her that Li Xiaohan was extremely narrow-minded and scheming. He had even beaten him severely in college just for accidentally touching Gu Jiwoan's hand. Still, Gu Xiaoyun refused to believe it. She thought her husband was unusually generous and calm. Seconds later, Gu Xiaoyun received a message from Pang Min's backup account. It said Li Xiaohan had arrived downstairs with bodyguards. She rushed over immediately and found Pang Min tied up with bruises on his face. Caught on the spot, Li Xiaohan looked slightly flustered. Yet he asked her in a hurt tone if she would scold him again, just like old times. Gu Jiwoan's heart softened. She chose to stand firmly by her husband's side and said she trusted he had his reasons. Li Xiaohan broke down emotionally and hugged her tightly. He confessed that he had secretly loved her for many years and had finally won her heart. Gu Xiaoyun was deeply moved and decided to cut off contact with her friend completely for the sake of her marriage. The story ends with Li Xiaohan's inner thoughts. He had loved Gu Xiaoyun since childhood. He had always used small tricks to keep her attention, chased away all rivals, gotten her drunk on purpose to sleep with her, and successfully forced her into marriage. This time he pretended to be generous about the child's suspicious appearance. With careful schemes, he slowly gained her true heart and locked her by his side forever.